Good morning. So the question, am I keto? Well, keto is a concept, and what I really wanted to do was lose weight, and I tried everybody else's way, everything, way, Weigh. That's a cool pun, but I did not intend it. So I tried everybody else's way to lose weight, and I found this concept, and it said, well, eat lower carbs. So the lower carbs in turn create, well, since the body needs to burn something, okay, if you don't give it carbohydrates as a macro, it will find something else to burn. And it turns out it's your fat, which is kind of what you need to lose in order to lose weight, right? Because that was the goal. So it creates these acetates and these butyrates and these little italates, and they turn out to be little fuel sources called ketones. And then by back formation, we know that they produce ketones, so now we call it the keto diet because that's what will make the body produce the ketones. All right, well, in order to get into that, and by removing carbohydrates, you need to add something else. So it turns out you can add protein and fats. And the little other item there that nobody seems to mention is your insulin, okay? So let me just make it easy. If carbs make insulin go up 4 times, protein makes insulin go up about twice, and fat makes insulin go up almost nothing. So if you have the right quantity of proteins and fats, and eventually your body will tell you what that is, you will begin to lose fat because insulin goes down, and now the body has access to calories. And then there's a whole nother song and dance that I'm not going to get into now, how these calories keep your metabolism high. So you may be or may not be reducing some calories going into your mouth. But since the body has access to stored calories, even if you eat a few less here, it's going to go out and grab those calories, keeping your metabolism right where it ought to be. In fact, one of the easiest ways to, what I really want to get to, is intermittent fasting, all right, or even fasting for extended periods of times, 1, 2, 3 days. I typically fast a full 24-hour cycle, and some days I'll go to 3 days. I've gone to 5 days, and though I can do it, and though it feels great, and though I actually kind of like it, I like the benefits, it's such a drag socially because I really can't kind of sort of partake with my family. But I mean, if I were alone or I were on a trip and it didn't involve eating, I could easily go 5 days and not even worry about it. I mean, salt and water, good to go, bruh. All right? So it's that intermittent fasting that actually causes your metabolism to increase. See, the old paradigm, if you eat less, do more. The do more means that you have to do so much exercise that by force your body has to burn fat, but it's not happy with you. You put it in a fight or flight situation, so you're increasing cortisol, you're increasing stress. Not a good thing. And the fact that you're not eating so much, your body's metabolism goes down. So the only way I can put it, if you have a car that's a stick, okay, a standard transmission, do not do this because you will destroy your engine, okay? But instead of starting off in first gear, all right, first gear says you have plenty of calories and you're using your body to get things done very efficiently with very little stress on the engine. Okay, first gear, you start, but you have to shift quickly because what you give up in leverage, you have to extend in time. So since I have so much leverage and since everything is so easy for the motor, you get a very short distance to do that. And then you shift gears, and then you get into the next range of power, and so on and so on. Now, if you exercise more and eat less, you're essentially putting your car into third gear and saying, go. Well, it may do it. It will lug the engine. You will absolutely hurt the engine, even the very first time. Even if you accidentally do it, you'll cause some stress. You might be able to recover if you don't blow a rod or destroy a piston in the process. But if you continually start your car in third gear, in a very short time, you will have destroyed it. You cause all kinds of stress in the engine. You don't allow for its nature. Okay, it has a range that it operates in. Okay, and if you stay within this range, okay, first gear, second gear, third gear, overdrive, etc. But if you're starting it over here, it's already out of its range, and it will adapt. It will try to get there, but at a cost that you cannot afford. So that's how the machinery in the body works. Keep it within its range. So how do we do that? Well, exercise really isn't even part of the equation, so I wouldn't even worry about it. Your metabolism, your proper running of the machinery is what's important. So the best way to do that is to eat proteins and fats. Okay, protein for building, fats for the fuel the body will use. I mean, what it doesn't use immediately, it'll make fat, but it'll pull it right back out, and then it can pull out a little more if you went under your calories. For example, when you're fasting, your body is okay with that. It knows that it's possible you may go 3, 5, even a week without food, if especially in the winter months, if you didn't have it. But it's okay because you tend to sleep longer. The weather's cooler, so there's a lot less demand on your metabolism, and it won't have a problem slowing a little bit after, say, the third day to meet the demand of your reduced consumption. But it has no problems coming back either. Okay, so again, this is all part of the machinery. Now, if you continually eat carbs, fasting is going to be virtually impossible. You're going to have hunger that you cannot possibly fight against. And your body will win, or it will kill you. Sorry, the body always wins, okay? The whole thing about, mind, body, and soul kind of thing. Your mind and body, without your help, can function perfectly wonderfully. It does need your help because eventually you need to eat something, okay? Breathing is autonomic. I mean, you can try to hold your breath if you want, but eventually your body will take over, or you'll pass out and then it'll take over. So either way, your body does have systems, like in Star Trek. Use manual override. Manual override's out. Well, not in the body's case. Manual override always works. And once it wakes you up, then it's going to hit you with ghrelin and say, you better eat something, brah. All right? So taking that whole idea of literally fasting, and what got me on this is Dr. Ekberg is going to do a thing saying, are you keto or intermittent fasting, what's better? Well, there's two camps. I don't know where Ekberg's going to go with this, but I've explained kind of my process and how I didn't really want to be keto. I wanted the weight loss, but I couldn't get the weight loss without going into ketosis, which is the concept of reducing carbs to the point where your body's forced to burn fat. That fat adaptation allows you to fast, and it's that fasting that not only increases your metabolism, but also maximizes your weight loss without exercise. I purposefully did not exercise. Now, I tend to walk, but that was my normal lifestyle. I made sure that, and I did do some extended walks once my wife started her schooling, but I had already lost all my weight by then. Okay, I purposely didn't go to the gym. I purposely didn't take extra walks. I just wanted to see, can I be fat adapted, intermittent fast, feel great, feel full all the time, and still lose a ton of weight? Boom, everything worked, and nothing else has ever worked like that. Okay. So the second camp says that, well, you can just be keto. Kind of, sort of, but if you're just kind of keto and you just kind of don't ever fast, you're still going to bump insulin here and there. You may remain in ketosis by what you eat, but if you eat several meals a day and you don't fast, you're still going to bounce insulin. Insulin is going to keep you from gaining fat stores. In fact, if you eat enough proteins and fats by themselves, because insulin will make you hungry, eventually as it crashes, the cortisol squeezes and tries to get that blood sugar back up because of the protein, there is a potential that you won't be as efficient in losing weight. Will it eventually work? Depending on what you put in your mouth. I mean, you could remain at homeostasis, eating several thousand calories of proteins and fats and still stay fat. So it is my opinion based on what I have done, not what I know, what I've done, okay, that intermittent fasting rules the day. I'm going to go look at the Ekberg video, see what he has to say about it. Like I said, if I remember, I'll post it in the comments so that you can look and kind of see if I think close to him or he totally went another direction, or is there a Venn diagram where he and I kind of meet, the two circles, they kind of come together, and here's the little meeting area right in here. Do we have at least something in common? Because I think he must, because I learned almost everything from him. Dr. Berg, Thomas DeLauer, Dr. Funk, these are my biggies. Dr. Berg, Dr. Berry. All right, so there's essentially 5 guys that I pretty much gravitate towards, and I'll watch another video here and there just to kind of see like how it worked for them, and are we really humans, and did I really have the same experiences? And it's like male or female, other than of course other biological processes that have to occur in each of the sexes. The alimentary issues, the mental clarity, the advanced energy, the being able to sleep at night, the pimples, that nothing on your teeth, it's all there, man. For everyone, it's all there. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Let's see how close I got to Dr. Ekberg. Let's see how I, the grasshopper, have done in front of the great Sensei Master. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.